memory issue Reddit. I think I forgot to close my windows. So
you
there's like
you got some fire near you, or
yeah,
what?
can you guys hear that? There's like a fire truck. I'm so sorry about that. Let me close my window. This is a professional. We're professionals on this channel. Professionals.
No. We're trash guys. There's a reason we made our title Trash Guys. Do not expect professionalism from us. We're just two guys shooting the shit.
Professional streams and streamers here on Twitch.tv here on the Trash Guys. On today's episode of the Trash Guys, we're going to be talking about Reddit and the whole shit show that's been going on with them. Because I feel like it's an interesting topic to talk about. Reddit as a website is like really, weird. There's it's like both a news site as well as like a niche interest site, as well as like, a very public, popular like forum. Like Reddit's very versatile.
You said news, not new, right? Okay, I was like, Reddit's not new. What the fuck?
No,
are you talking about?
news with the Z.
Okay.
With the Z. I'm sorry. Is my Hispanic accent? Oh, sorry, sir. Hey, am I not speaking good English?
So for those that are listening and are not aware of what we're talking about, you want to elaborate a little bit on exactly what it is Reddit's doing, what their leadership's doing.
Okay, don't say
fill people in.
Don't say exactly, because people got mad at us for not being experts on a subject during the Apple episode. So let me just give you let me give you my understanding of the situation. Not factual. I am not an expert. We're not journalism majors.
This is the disclaimer, so you can't come for us.
Yeah, we're not experts. This is not a trusted news source. If you guys are coming to the Trash Guys for your news, what's wrong with you? But like we're not journalism majors. That's my disclaimer.
Trash. But
from what I understand, the situation with Reddit goes something like this. The leadership at Reddit, since we were talking about shitty leaders in the pre-show, they have decided that it is time for them to start charging for access to Reddit's API. And an API, just to put it in like really simple terms, is kind of like it's like a code that like websites and apps have that allows it to work with like other websites and apps, right? And so the reason that they're charging for this is obviously to make more money, but the big issue is that in doing so, it's going to make a lot of third-party sites and apps that work with Reddit to make, a variety of like quality of life features, or, it makes the website accessible for those with disabilities, for example. All of these like third-party apps and websites are either going to have to start charging the users to make up for the API cost, or they're just going to cease operations entirely because they can't afford to do so. And so the big thing that's happened in response to all this is the Reddit Blackout, where a lot of major and minor subreddits on the website have privated, so you can't post, you can't comment, you can't read any posts that were posted there before. It's as if the subreddits themselves are just gone, just deleted. And that's kind of what the setup, that's sort of what's going on. Really all you need to know about kind of the topic that I want to talk about, which is like, how important is Reddit? Should Reddit exist? Is it of any value, whether it, tanks as a result of this whole protest thing, Because I've seen a lot of mixed reactions to the blackout, to the API changes, from, apathetic to like life altering. It just depends on the type of people that frequent that website. So, I mean,
I'll take it away from here on this, because I feel like I'm probably on the opposite side of majority of people, right? Like, I could care less about Reddit. Like, and I know we talked a little bit about this earlier, and when I was saying that to you, my girlfriend was sitting next to me just giving me the death stare. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, Reddit is she a Redditor? Life. I guess. I've never fucking seen her on Reddit, but she looked at me like this is life or death, so I don't know. Um, that she's doing it again right now. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I've never used Reddit, like, and I know it's been around for a long time. Like, I've always known about Reddit, but it's just never piqued my interest. I go on it every now and then when I have questions about, like, how to, like, a lot of online fixes, like, oh, I'm having, like, when you Google, like, oh, I'm having this issue with my computer or this account issue on whatever service, right? And you do it, usually one of the first 3 links is some type of Reddit forum where someone asked a question and it's a bunch of people giving, like, oh, this is how you do it, or this is how you fix it. And then you just find the one until it's finally fixes your issue. Other than that, I don't think I've ever gone down what you might call a Reddit rabbit hole, where, like, you click on one subreddit, you go through it, and then you see another link to another subreddit, or it's like, oh, what's this topic about? And all you do is just go through all this mindless stuff. I've never done that. My mindless rabbit hole is TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, like more visual type things. Reddit is the reading / sometimes pictures rabbit hole, I feel like, where people can just mindlessly scroll. So, like, I have TikTok and shit. I don't care about Reddit, really. Like, if it goes away, I'll find other places to get my information. The internet's a very wide area for information, so I don't feel like I'd be missing out on too much.
I do think, though, that there's value in what you mentioned earlier about, like, having somebody from 2011 that had the exact same issue you're having, whether it's like PC related or whatever. And there's always like a 10-plus-year-old Reddit thread that just happens to have the exact answer you're looking for. And I think that's really, really, really strong. I mean, I know for a fact many times where I've needed to scour the internet for an answer to some problem or issue I'm having. Like, for example, if I'm having RAM issues, I was having some memory issues with my PC, gonna replace it soon. But while I was researching all that and trying to figure out what was going on, I can't tell you how many times I inputted, like, computer freezing, memory issue, Reddit. I think I forgot to close my windows. So
you
there's
you got some fire near you, or what?
Yeah, can you guys hear that? There's like a fire truck. I don't know, man. Maybe someone didn't get the memo that 4th of July isn't for another couple weeks. I'm so sorry about that. Let me close my window. This is a professional. We're professionals on this channel. Professionals.
No. We're trash guys. There's a reason we made our title Trash Guys. Do not expect professionalism from us. We're just 2 guys shooting the shit.
Okay. Streams and streamers here on twitch.tv here on the Trash Guys. Absolutely only professionals.
Now, real quick, while Basoda is resettling himself after closing the window, I just want to go on the record and clarify that I have nothing against Reddit or the people that want or need Reddit to stay. Like, I can understand where you're coming from, because honestly, like, I don't know what the fuck I would do if TikTok went away, like, I guess YouTube or something, but, like, I spend so many hours a week on TikTok. So for the people that spend hours a week on Reddit doing exactly what I do on TikTok, I get it. But for me personally, I just don't care about Reddit because I don't use it. Just wanted to clarify that. Don't come for me with your pitchforks, okay? That's just my thoughts.
If Reddit were to go down, I'm gonna lose one of the best sources of information for, like, very specific problems I'm having.
And I will say it is very specific, because if you think about it, it was around early enough to where there wasn't that information out there, right? People couldn't just go Google something and it came up with 10 websites that had the answer for you. A lot of back then, people would talk about it and figure out the issues from other people discussing on Reddit. But now we have pages like if you have some type of Windows issue, yeah, you'll get answers on Reddit, but I mean, you also have the Microsoft FAQ page that will have probably a lot of that same stuff.
Let's be honest, though. Let's be honest, that page fucking sucks.
It does.
I hate the Windows forum.
It was just an example.
But it's the worst example.
There are other options. It is a terrible example. It was the first one that came to my head because I'm staring at my Windows background on my computer. Okay, leave me alone. Okay? But
I've never had an issue solved by the Windows forums, because every time someone asks a question, it's always like, hi, Mark here, representative for Windows Services. Can you please give me the most recent error log on your computer? And then they post like a 3,000 word essay of all of their computer logs. And they're like, have you tried restarting your computer? And it's just like, Like, no, Mark, no, that did not cross my mind. I did not think about that. Maybe I should go try that right now. It's never been helpful, but I get what you're saying, that there's other better.
There are more options now than there was when Reddit was first being used.
Yes, I get that point. I would have personally gone with Tom's Hardware or Linus Tech Tips, but I get you.
I'm sorry. I'm not just the most creative idea person to give the best examples. Okay, I apologize.
Apology accepted. So you'd be fine without Reddit, then, is what you're saying?
I would be okay. But like I said, I get where people are coming from. Okay, I don't get the people that are like, oh my god, you're ruining my life, like you had kind of mentioned earlier, which I'm sure you'll get into.
Yes.
Like, yes, it would suck for me if TikTok went away. Like, I would probably open my phone multiple times a day to open TikTok, forgetting that TikTok's not around.
Yes.
But like, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, my day is ruined. What am I gonna do?
So let's get into that. Let me start off with this question then. Would you be fine with TikTok, with like no TikTok for 2 days?
2 days?
Yeah.
I could go 2 days. I mean, I got YouTube, I got Twitch, I got shit to do. I got things I can do.
So the Reddit Blackout, like I said, in protest to all these API updates that the leadership at Reddit is proposing, lots of popular subreddits decided to private. Like I mentioned earlier, you can't access it at all, but it was only initially planned to last for 2 days. It was Monday and Tuesday. So that was like the past 2 days. The blackout was lifted as of today. For most subreddits, there are some subreddits that are continuing to be private indefinitely until they get some amiable result. But what I want to talk about are those subreddits that did the blackout and then came back online today, because I was looking at them because I was curious to see the reaction, and that's kind of what led to the topic for today on this episode. There were people that were pissing and crying at the mod teams of their subreddits that they couldn't access their subreddit for 2 days. And so that's why I'm like, okay, you could go without TikTok for 2 days, no problem. I think most of us could. There are Redditors that like, that is their life. That is their like blood and source of will to live. And I guess not being able to access the anime girls in skirts subreddit for 2 days.
Oh no, not that one. That one went down.
It ruined their life, guy. They couldn't do it. And so they're just like throwing hissy fits now. At the moderators of these various subreddits about how dare they private, for 2 days? How dare you take away my
talking about that one? I know you had mentioned a specific one earlier when we were kind of talking about this, getting ready for the show, the Mortal Kombat one.
Yeah.
Now, can you elaborate on exactly what the event was about Mortal Kombat that they were freaking out about not being able to talk about it for those 2 days?
Yeah. So there was some just like general. So Mortal Kombat 1 was announced, I believe, last week. And in the days since, there have just been, some news coming out of like the development team and the creator of Mortal Kombat. And there was some news about the game. It wasn't anything major. It was just more news about an upcoming game. But because it happened to be dropped within the last 2 days during the blackout, they couldn't talk about it. And so when
there's Twitter, there's Twitter. I don't fucking know where else people discuss things, but I mean, there are. I know you can at least do it on Twitter and fucking probably in the YouTube comments on whatever video they posted. And you fucking load that shit up.
That's more or less the point that I was building up to, Guy, is like you have these people that were so distraught that they were not able to talk about the latest Mortal Kombat news for 2 days. But there's so many other places they could have done that. And I'm like, I don't know. I guess it's hard for me to picture because I'm not much of a Reddit user either. I'm a Reddit browser. That much I will say. I do use Reddit a lot, but I don't really comment. I don't really like make posts. I am a part of a bunch of different subreddits. But it's mostly so that I can use the homepage as sort of like a quick news cycle. I've joined subreddits for a lot of the games that I play, Genshin Impact, Overwatch, Valorant, etc., Mortal Kombat. And again, I just kind of use it as like a quick way to kind of get news in. It's been especially helpful recently because I'm still banned on Twitter. Fuck Elon Musk, by the way. I'm still banned on Twitter, so there goes one avenue for me in order to get the news that I want. So Reddit has been helpful in that regard. But even during the blackout, it's like I could just go to Discord, or YouTube, in the YouTube comments if I really wanted to talk about it. Now, I know YouTube comments are probably the worst place for discussion. Let's be real. The YouTube comments are like they're the it's just a cesspool of like people that type with broken keyboards and half a brain cell. But at least it's an option for 2 days temporarily,
Mm-hmm. Now, you mentioned something that I hadn't thought about before. Discord, obviously. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can't believe we didn't think about this earlier, but Discord, if you think about it, is a form of Reddit, right? Mm-hmm. You have different communities, you have different channels within those communities. You call those the subreddits. You have the roles. You have like all of that. Where really, like, yes, you can post memes, you can post videos, you can post other stuff, but most of that stuff is for discussion. Like, I'm in that beta for that game I was trying to play couple weeks ago, Wayfinder. Like, I'm in that Discord, and it is just like, because obviously the game's not out, so it's really just people discussing like, what they want to see, what they're excited about, talking with the developers, like, and it's actually kind of cool because you're getting to have conversations with some developers that are in there. Like, if they have time, they are in the Discord, like talking to people, answering questions, doing all that stuff, instead of like you guys just spouting speculation on Reddit and never actually getting a response, which I didn't even think about, but that's actually, Discord might actually end up growing in that sense if Reddit does end up going down the drain.
It is the modern man's Reddit, in my opinion. And it's great that you bring that up, because I also have an example of that. I play a fantastic auto battler called Super Auto Pets, which you should really play a lot more often. But there is both a subreddit and a Discord for Super Auto Pets. And I can tell you right now, the Discord is like considerably more active. I know that the developer for Super Auto Pets posts a lot more in the Discord, and I don't know if he's ever posted really in the Reddit. It's just like it's just kind of like a branch of it. But if you want like the core players, the meat and bones of the community, the most active members, the most devout followers, they're in Discord like these days, I feel. And it's interesting because a lot of these same subreddits that were like blacked out for 2 days before the blackout began, they're like, hey, for those of you that really are going to actually die if you can't talk about your favorite topic for 2 days, we have a Discord. A lot of these subreddits have Discords that you can join to continue discussion of whatever niche interest you want. And so it's like, a lot of these people didn't even have an excuse other than like, I don't want to make a Discord channel or a Discord account, which, like, I don't know. Are people is Reddit full of boomers? Is that what it is? Just people refusing to change or ever like make new accounts or anything like that? I don't know. I don't get it. It's like the opposite of TikTok.
I couldn't tell you, because honestly, it's crazy to me now that I think about it in that sense. It's crazy to me to think that Reddit is even still as big as it is. Because the more I think about it, I mean, you have Discord channels for movies, you have Discord channels for specific movies, specific games, genres of games. Like, there's a Discord channel for almost anything I'm sure you could think of. Like, I think most people think Discord and they think games. Like, yes, that's primarily what it's for, voice chat and things like that, and gamers. But I know for a fact there are lots of Discords out there that are not game related at all. Movie, books, like all sorts of stuff. There's literal Discords for reading clubs. I've seen them. And it's it's crazy. Or book clubs, sorry, not reading clubs.
Well, it's great you bring that up, because I actually think that's the one leg up that Reddit still has on Discord. And I keep using the word like hyper niche because it's true. There is pretty much a subreddit for anything you can think of. And I feel like Discord, because it's newer, is still like catching up. I do think in due time it'll get there, but right now Reddit is still the king in terms of being able to find people who share like really hyper niche interests. Discord discoverability for servers is still a little like weird. It's not bad, but it's not as easy or seamless as a website that's been around for a much longer time, like
Just go
Reddit.
to the website, find the subreddit, and then you're there.
Right. Before I went live, I gave you an example of one of my personal favorite subreddits, r/unstirred paint. And I'm like, I don't think there's a Discord server for this. I might be wrong. But if you're not sure what that is, it is literally a subreddit full of just, every post is just a photo of someone who poured like 2 or more buckets of paint together into one bucket. And they made like a really cool photo. Like, I'll just pop this one up on screen for our YouTube watchers, just to show you. That's just kind of what it looks like. And for audio listeners, it's like, okay, so just picture a bucket of paint, and there's like a red, white, and blue, because America, I guess, just kind of mixed up all together. But it's not stirred, because once you stir paint, the colors and the pigments start to like blend into one color. So the point is to not stir the paint, so you get these really cool like collages and marbling effects. It's really, really nice. It's literally
such an appealing picture, though.
It's just
looking at it.
That's why I love it. I love that subreddit. It's literally just eye candy, and Discord doesn't have stuff like that, not yet. You know, and I feel like
no, go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was just gonna say, like, I know we talked about this a little bit earlier as well, but again, compared to when Reddit first came out, right? Like, there's like, I think in the early days, like, you had Reddit and YouTube. Like, those were the two big names, right? If you wanted any type of entertainment or information, like, it was Reddit or YouTube. And so, like, if you wanted to find videos like that paint picture you just showed, you'd go look up fucking satisfying videos, whatever, and it'd give you a little compilation of things fitting perfectly into each other, or a paint pour, or like those types of things that are just super satisfying to watch.
Yeah.
But like, really, there wasn't like a niche on YouTube. Like, you'd have to go to search, and then you'd have to find good creators that made that stuff and kind of find what you liked. And then as YouTube developed, it started showing you, as it changed its algorithm, stuff that you recently watched. So if you watched a lot of paint videos, every time you log onto YouTube, your homepage is just probably paint videos or whatever else you watch. Now we have things like TikTok and other where if you watch certain videos, like I think it picks like a certain number of like topics, right? So then you can be on cooking talk, paint talk, video game talk, whatever else. And as you're scrolling through your For You page, you're majority going to get those types of things that you like to watch. So if you like those paint videos and you're constantly interacting with paint stuff, you're going to start seeing it just more and more and more, and you get into that niche. Again, not as specific as Reddit, to where I just click on this link to this subreddit and it's nothing but that. But there are other avenues that are kind of starting to follow that and give people that option, rather than just being so broad and not being able to find what you want, which is kind of cool. But like you said, that's kind of something that Reddit has a leg up on for. It's very, very specific and very streamlined.
Yeah. And I that's where like I see a lot of the value in Reddit. But as far as just general like gaming or music or whatever discussion, I do feel like there are alternatives. So just, you know, is Reddit old? Is it like, has it outgrown the modern or has the modern internet user outgrown a website like Reddit? Like, what in theory, what happened if Reddit just disappears? If this API change goes through and it kills third-party apps and it just ends up killing the site, and then Reddit's just gone?
Reddit is almost 20 years old. It was released in 2005. I couldn't remember the year, so I was just looking it up. So, I mean, if you think about it, what kind of phone, what kind of computer were you using in 2005?
Oh, God. I remember, wasn't 2005 when everyone had, like, the Motorola Razors?
I'd say that I was 10 years old. I'd say that was closer to, like, the Blackberries and, like, kind of first when, like, they were starting to release like the sliding phones, you know what I'm talking about?
Wait, did you say 10 years? No shot. The Motorola Razors?
I was saying I was 10 years old in 2005.
Oh, I thought you said
I was thinking about my
Razor.
age compared to what I was using.
Okay, because Motorola Razor was like middle school, which was around like 2005, 2006 for me.
See, in middle school, I had the Juke. I don't know if you remember.
Yes!
It was like a super slim one, and it was like an MP3 phone.
It was like
so
I remember
not
those.
exactly at 10 years old. It was like probably like 11, 12. But around that time, I had the Juke. So I know before that, I had like a sliding phone, and they were starting to come out with touchscreen phones and things like that right around then. So all of that was kind of new. And obviously, when you had that type of phone or anything like that, you really weren't doing too much like internet browsing on it. It was more like you had games, you were starting to get games on your phone, you were having text messages, you were just barely maybe starting to get some like apps on your phone that could do extra thing. Like I remember I had an app where I could text bomb somebody, where it would just, I would put in the number, put in, oh, I wanted to send 500 messages, and I just press enter, and it would send 500 messages to that phone number. Right, so like things like that were just starting to get released. You still had the iPod, which was the first initial iPod with the touchscreen and games. So like back then when Reddit was first released, and you're sitting there on your Windows fucking, I don't even know what kind of Windows that would have been back in 2005.
Probably Windows XP still, I think, because I think Vista was like 2007. It was like right before or right as Vista was rolling out. But you know, not everybody immediately like upgrades to the next like Windows operating system.
So at that point, you had the one family computer sitting in the family area where most of the time it'd probably be mom or dad doing some work or doing whatever, or it's just not being touched, right? So back then, and you're coming out now, and as things start to develop, and I think technology took off really fast. Like if you think in like the 20 years of how much technology has changed and the things we can do with our computers and phones now, and how Reddit has just always been Reddit, like what it is, it hasn't really changed much if you think about it. It definitely is going to get outdated here, because I think there will be more niche type thing, more programs and companies that release things that are niche related, like Reddit. Like, hey, we have this page or this website, whatever. You can come here, search your thing, and maybe you can bookmark your, I'm just going to call it a subreddit for now, but imagining it's a new program.
Yes.
You can bookmark your subreddit so that anytime you open your fucking, your browser, boom, it's right here. And it's not just maybe a picture or whatever. It's links to TikTok videos, YouTube videos, fucking anything and everything that is about that topic, right? Without it having to be like posted by somebody or monitor anything crazy, kind of like a Google search engine, but it's ran kind of AI style. So you put what you want and then boom, there it is. You got all of what you want.
What if Reddit integrates AI? Would that be like a step into
Reddit
the future?
GPT?
Reddit GPT? An AI chatbot trained on Reddit threads? God, no. God, no.
The world would burn.
It actually, I would just disintegrate on the spot. I don't know if that's a possibility, but it could be, because
we'll have to do an AI episode one day.
Yeah, maybe. They did be. I don't know.
The government might come for us.
That's what I was worried about. It'll put us on a list for sure. But you're right that Reddit is starting to show its age. I do think there's value in having a website that's been up for so long, and it's in just the sheer amount of information. But I do think that, you know, to kind of keep the website around for longer, I feel like it needs to evolve a little bit, and maybe that is one potential avenue where they could do that.
It's just so user reliant, right? Like if I'm not mistaken,
100%,
like
yeah.
everything's user reliant. If you want something, somebody has to post it.
Yep.
If you want like anything monitored, like obviously mods and stuff like that, everything is user reliant in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. Well,
but that's somebody wants to. You're good. Go ahead.
Well, that's like one of the issues you just mentioned, the moderators. One of the big issues about this whole API change, there are mod tools that the moderators of the particularly large subreddits use in order to make modding easier and more simplified and more streamlined, and to make the user experience better. These mod tools rely on Reddit's API in order to function properly. And so with the API changes that are being proposed, these mod tools will no longer function, because the developers of the mod tools, they're not going to like, you know, pay more for the info they already had access to prior. And and moderators are probably not going to want to pay. You know, like you got to remember, being a mod on Reddit is a volunteer position. Imagine if your Twitch mods had to pay Twitch for access, for like the ability to ban someone in chat, for example. That's kind of more or less like the idea of what's going on. Obviously, nobody's going to want to do that. And so a big concern is that with these proposed changes, their modding is going to be a nightmare, if not outright impossible. And there's probably going to be like, I don't know, a bunch of porn and gore spam happening because you're just not going to have the moderators able to keep up.
Think about it. It's 20 years old. The amount of information that is probably on Reddit for you, like maybe a thread is closed, but like all it takes is for like one slip up for a thread to not be closed or a thread to not be monitored or something, and it's just gonna go down the rabbit hole.
Well, that's what those mod tools help with. Yeah, that's what those mod tools help with. And so Reddit, I think what they are hoping for is that Reddit, the company, provides like an equally viable set of moderator tools for these larger subreddits. But so far they haven't said anything. If anything, the response from the Reddit CEO has just been to double down and basically say, yeah, no, fuck the moderators, you know. They're power tripping, which like, okay, is kind of true. There are definitely a lot of mods on Reddit that this is the only semblance of authority that they'll ever have in their puny, miserable lives. And so they take it a little bit far sometimes. I know there's always a big stink sometimes where, you know, that's why you have the meme about like Reddit mods and Discord mods, you know, like, actually guys, you shouldn't post this. This is breaking rule number 37 of our subreddit. And so like, I get it. It's easy to dunk on the mods. But like, you know, without them and without these mod tools that help make
you're getting free labor.
Yeah.
Like, instead of you having to hire people to moderate all this shit, you have people literally like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. Like,
but without those mod tools, without those mod tools, they're not gonna mod. Why would you want to be a moderator if your job is suddenly gonna be harder? Your job, it's gonna be harder to do. You're just not gonna do it anymore. You're just gonna like, fuck this, I'm out. I'm not gonna mod. I'm not getting paid for this shit. You know, I'm out of here. And so, like, there's a real possibility of a bunch of big parts of Reddit devolving into just unfiltered, unmoderated cesspools of debauchery, you know? And just like, I mean, I don't know, that I feel is a lot more disruptive.
You're gonna have to start going incognito mode on your browser before going to Reddit.
Yeah.
Now I did want to talk a little bit about, with this whole spiel of what the CEO and I guess Reddit is doing, and how it could domino effect into other platforms. Because I was reading an article on it, and it was talking about how your viewership like does not amount to as much as it used to, right? So like there are websites and things that you can get for free because the ads pay for it, right? People want their ads on a website or on a thing or whatever. They pay you to, or you make a trade, but they pay you to let them put their ad on your website because they expect, oh, you get 1 million clicks a day. We're bound to get 10,000 of those clicks to our, like, that traffic, right?
Yep.
So that's where they're thinking they're going to make money, so they're paying. However, I know you probably have one. I have one. Ad blocks and fucking people are just over ads because the internet is just littered with them. Clickbait, all sorts of shit.
Ads.
So no one does ads anymore. Like, I don't get fucking ads on anything because of my ad blocker. And so those people, if they are like, okay, well, we're not making the money off this that we used to, they're going to stop paying. And then maybe fucking YouTube or Twitch or whoever that do those, now instead of you doing ads, that's fine. But a 1 month tier 1 subscription is now $15 or like some shit like that, right? Like, I could just see the domino effect right now. Like, if things like this continue, and I'm not saying get rid of ad block, still fuck ads. Like, I'm not
fuck ads always.
Not even trying to say that, but like that's just where we're at in society now. We've become so into information and things immediately that like if I'm watching a video, let's say Facebook, I'm watching like a 20-minute video that pops on my Facebook that seems interesting, and I'm watching it, and an ad pops up at minute 5, I'm probably gonna scroll.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not sticking around.
I'm over it because I'm not gonna watch a couple ads. I just wanted to watch a video. I don't care about your ads. I don't care about your product you're selling or whatever, and half the time the products don't even relate to me.
Yeah,
it's not even like they're showing me a game ad. They're showing me some beauty product ad or some shit. I don't give a fuck.
I
Hello?
skip the ad read in YouTube videos. Like, no, fault to the creator for taking the sponsor deal, get that bag, bitch. But like I skip the ad reads in videos. But, if you're, just shout out to the YouTubers who put the ads at the end of the video, because God, if I click on a YouTube video and it's just like, hey, this video is sponsored by Raid, more about them later, cool, amazing, good job. If I start the YouTube video and it's like, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, download for free using my code and get 35,000 gems for, I'm like, I'm done. I'm not gonna watch the video anymore, so it just.
Now I will say, regards, unfortunately, sometimes I'm pretty sure those are put in the contract. Like, hey, start your video with our sponsorship.
I know. No, that's what I'm saying. No fault to the creators for running ads. Like, I'm not gonna hate them for it. I'm just not gonna watch that particular video. Like, whatever. It is what it is.
So I will say though, back to kind of like the main point is, I'm worried for where this goes.
Yes.
Like if the CEO pulls back and he goes, all right, you know what, fuck it, fine, whatever. Like, one, I don't even know where Reddit makes money from. If I'm being honest, like, I don't use it enough. Like, is it ads? Do they have a shit ton of ads on Reddit, or like, where do they make money?
There are ads, but they're honestly kind of, at least for me personally, they're not that invasive. There are ads. What they do, okay, so if you're ever scrolling through a subreddit, there are posts, right? And it's kind of like Instagram, where every X amount of posts will be an ad that comes up.
Is it like just a bar in between, like a little?
Yes, but it's like
bar ad, and it's
it's made to kind of mix and blend in with the posts of the subreddit, but there's enough like wording and like markings to kind of make it easily identifiable as an ad. So you just skip it. Your eyes just like scroll past it. You scroll past it like you would a post that you're not interested in. That's basically all it is.
Is there any type of user payment in Reddit? Like, is there any type of subscription or upgrades or like anything
there is something called Reddit Gold, and I think it's kind of cringe.
So what does that give you? So like, I'm just trying to figure out
where
this company even makes money and where they're losing money. Because honestly, when I think about Reddit, it doesn't seem like a money-making like website to me. You know what I'm saying?
So let me look up the features, because as far as I know, there's not a lot of benefit to getting Reddit Gold. I know there's like a specific Reddit Gold subreddit that is only accessible to people that have it, that buy Reddit Gold. I know you can gift Reddit Gold to other Reddit users. That's why there's like a meme that spawned where if someone makes a popular post or a comment or something, sometimes they'll get gifted gold, and they're always like, they have to edit their post and be like, oh, thanks for the gold, kind stranger. It's just like it's just like a Reddit thing. It's just but like it's kind of like a Reddit premium service. There are very few perks. For one, it's the ad-free experience. So all those inline ads that I mentioned, those go away. That's like first and foremost. There's a members only lounge, which I mentioned, it's like a subreddit that you can only access when you are subscribed to Reddit Gold or when you have a Reddit Gold membership. And then I'm literally just reading it off of a website. There is also something called Reddit Coins, which I have no idea what you use that for. Let me see real quick. I'm just skimming through because I definitely did my research before this topic, and I'm just skimming to refresh my tired brain. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you use these coins that come with the premium membership to buy like virtual items.
Reddit has virtual items now?
Yeah, you can like make like so the little alien thing, right?
Yes.
I think it's called a snoo, and there's like a make a snoo feature where you can make your own little Reddit alien guy, and I guess some cosmetics can only be bought with these coins, which you can only get with Reddit Premium. Like,
yo, guys, Reddit's becoming pay to win. If you want to have the best Reddit account, you got to pay for all the little upgrades. If you make the best alien, you'll get a lot more people come to your account. You know what it is, guy? I'm now realizing it. It's essentially the same as
paying for Twitter. Right?
Really?
If you buying Twitter Blue, I think that's kind of what Reddit Gold has been for many years now. Which is like, which I think is stupid, because why would you pay for a free website?
A little
why
side
would you pay?
note, I just saw that apparently the custom snoo is an NFT.
That's so fucking dumb. It's even cringier than I thought. Reddit Gold is a scam. I would never buy Reddit Gold, and I feel so bad for people that gift it to other users.
So what I'm seeing is they probably spent a shit ton of money to get this feature out.
The NFT
probably
stuff
didn't do well.
Yeah,
and
fucking
because
NFTs.
of this, like, imagine you're someone who pays for advertisement on a website.
Yeah.
And then this website offers a feature to be like, oh, no ads, right? Well, okay, well, if you're offering something that's not going to display what I'm paying you for, you're probably going to pull back or not pay as much, right? So now you're not getting the money on the product that you just spent money to get rolling out for the programming, development, all that stuff. And now you're probably losing out on ads. So this fucking Reddit Gold sounds like what's fucking putting them under.
Yeah. Like I said, it's it's not that like crazy of a thing, and I feel like announcing to the world, "Hey everyone, I'm a Reddit Gold member," is just it's just dumb.
Yo,
it's like I said, it's it's like paying for Twitter, buying Twitter Blue just for this stupid checkmark. Which, while I'm on that topic, real quick, hey, Elon. I know I said fuck Elon Musk, but hey, listen to me. If you unban my Twitter account, I promise I'll buy the stupid checkmark. I'll pay for Twitter. I'll pay the $8. I'll become verified or like fucking whatever. Please just give me back my Twitter. Please. I'm begging. I have not talked to people because I met them. I met like other streamers. I only ever correspond with them through Twitter, and now they all think I'm dead. Because
for any of our new viewers or listeners, Basoda, you want to inform us on how long this little Twitter espionage has been going?
Almost 3 months. It was like the 1st of April. I thought it was an April Fool's joke.
They finally got back to your email, what, like 7 weeks later? You responded to that email they sent you, and now they haven't gotten back to you again?
They have not gotten back. I'm literally getting like an email a month from them. It's such a slow process. I actually think Elon fired everyone responsible for like the unban process, and it's one guy. I think it's one guy going through hundreds of thousands of like unban requests. Like, that's probably why it's so slow.
We're about to have a bunch of bans on fucking Reddit with all the mods quitting.
Yeah, it's true.
Someone's gonna go on there and post fucking 2 girls 1 cup for free, and we're gonna have who knows what. Don't Google that, by the way. Do not Google that.
Yeah, I mean, you know what they say? There's a subreddit for, if it exists, there's a subreddit for it. Wait, that's not quite right. Anyway.
Wait, are you sure?
Well, I think it was something like that.
Is Basoda throwing it? What did you look up in subreddit? What?
Right? If it exists, there's a subreddit of it. That's the rule. It's like Rule 34.
Probably.
Wait,
honestly,
hold on.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hold on. What is it again? Rule 34.
Is this actually a thing? I thought you were pulling this out your ass.
Oh.
What? What is Rule 34? Where are we going with this? I am so lost right now.
Yeah.
To anybody listening that feels lost, I am just as lost as you.
I think I may have mixed up my internet rules. I don't think that's the Reddit one. I don't think that's correct.
All right, let's reel it back in. Let's reel it back in from whatever just happened.
Right. But I still think that what I said stands, where it's like there really is just a vast amount of interests on Reddit, and I don't think there's another website that just throws a blanket as wide and as large as Reddit over the very types of niche interests and stuff like that.
Now, what do you think will happen if the CEO like fucking buckles down? Like, a stalemate. These massive subreddits stay private. The CEO business fucking doesn't do shit. Like, nothing changes.
Right.
Like, do you think it'll just go away? Do you think fucking Reddit will start losing high viewer numbers or user numbers? Like, what do you think will happen here?
If these changes do go through, it's gonna, I don't know. I feel like, I really think that this isn't gonna affect the majority of users. I think there's gonna be like a big stink about it for a while, but maybe come like next time this year, I think it'll just be like business as usual, minus maybe some old Reddit mods or a handful of other, what do you call it, like people that weren't able to access Reddit anymore because of these third-party tools that were necessary. I really don't think it's going to change much. I know we were talking about like, oh, what if Reddit disappears? I really don't think it's going to go under. I don't see that happening anytime soon. I think the majority of Reddit users are not going to be affected by these API changes. Like me, for example, I don't use any of the third-party tools for Reddit because I only use it as like a browser just to go through news and stuff. So this isn't going to affect me at all.
Well, I mean, obviously Reddit is having some financial issues if they're trying to make this change, right? They're not they're not just some major corporation that wants to go for even more money than they already have, right?
Yeah.
Right?
I hope not. No, surely no tech company has ever done that ever.
If they are in a financial state which is like, okay, we need to make changes, we need to get more money somehow, then it doesn't work. Because like I said, if I don't know exactly how this plays out in deals with advertisers and third parties, but like if people just start pulling out and they're not getting the advertisement payments, they're not getting the fucking third party payments because they don't want to pay it because users aren't paying to use those third parties anymore. So obviously they're not going to pay Reddit. And then they're not getting the payments from Reddit Gold.
Right.
They don't really, where's they're going to make their money then? Like, I feel like they would eventually go bankrupt. And with how much information is on that website, you have large servers. Like, there's no way they have small servers with 20 years of information on there.
Well, that's what Twitter was going through as well. That's what the whole Elon Musk saga has been about. About like, hey, Twitter is not making money because there's like, other than ads, there really isn't a lot of like a room for revenue streams within the website. So Reddit's kind of going through the same thing, and so they probably realized, they're like, hey, there are so many like third-party tools and stuff that use our API. If we start charging for that API, then like we'll make the money. Either the developers will pay us more, or they'll pass on that cost to their users. Either way, like the net result is that Reddit, the company, makes more money. I am being told though that they're going public soon, so this whole thing could just be on trading, like Wall Street and stuff. Yes.
Oh,
so that might be one way that they're looking at tackling the issue you brought up of them not making money, is by soliciting money from investors. But no one's gonna want to invest if their business model looks shitty. So that's probably why they're changing things up now. You know, pumping their numbers up for their IPO and all that to make them as a company more attractive to more investors. So that is definitely a possibility that I see. That's some good insight. Thank you for that. Yeah.
I'm interested. Maybe I might buy into that. I honestly, are
you gonna buy the dip? Buy the dip? Buy low, sell high Reddit?
I honestly thought Reddit was already public. I had no idea they weren't on the stock market.
Yeah, it's
honestly
not,
20 years and they're not public yet. Like that actually surprised me. I'm kind of honestly proud of them.
I think there are way less websites that are publicly traded than you think. There are not that many. Like, just off the top of my head, it's like Facebook, well, Meta now, whatever. It's like Facebook, Twitter, I think that's it.
Well, just kind of thinking back to what I said earlier about like, where does Reddit make their money?
They don't.
Like, no,
ads and like that's about it. I kind of
thought like ads and that, and I thought it, but I don't think I said it. I was like, oh, they probably, investors, stocks. Like, there has to be something. So for them to have been around for 20 years and not have very many forms of income, in my mind anyways, as the type of website that they are, and have lasted 20 years, that's actually that's like a Pog moment right there. I'm gonna say it, saying it live, Pog.
Yeah, is this like a fuck capitalism moment?
Yeah, that's like actually really cool. But now that they're going public, it really definitely makes me think they are struggling right now, because if they I don't know the exact rules, but I know once you go public, you have a certain number of days to hit a threshold and then remain above that threshold
Yeah.
at a sale amount before they pull you off the
Yeah,
trade.
that's what's happening right now to FaZe Clan. Did you remember that? They went public last year.
Yes.
They went public last year because, everyone's got a, 420 phase up, right? And they're fucking bleeding dry. Things have not gone well for FaZe in the past year. And that's exactly what's happening right now, is they are being currently threatened to be removed from that publicly trading market. And then like that's it. It's game over at that point, because they'll no longer have any way to get investors to buy in. All their revenue streams have since dried up because they're bleeding money every single month. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just really terrible move overall. It's super risky to go public like that, because if you're not, if it's not working out, yeah, and so you could end up like FaZe, where just it doesn't work out and you're off the market and that's it. GG's, game over.
You can't go, like, we're off topic, but like just saying, you can't go public in something as volatile as gaming. Like,
Yes.
It takes one wrong, like you could be a AAA gaming company, which we know a few of, which we'll talk about another day.
Yeah.
You could be a AAA gaming company. You make one bad fucking game. Holy shit, you are screwed.
Yeah.
You are screwed.
It's not even, and FaZe isn't even like a game studio. They're a gaming org. Their whole existence is clout. Like, that's what they have to offer, is like, invest in us and we'll give you clout, I guess, because what else do they do?
Get money is if you win tournaments.
And they have not been.
Tournament FaZe won in any video game. I could not tell you.
Smash Bros. They
have a Smash.
They have arguably the best Smash Bros player, or Smash Ultimate player right now.
I didn't realize they did. I thought they were primarily shooters.
I
didn't realize they had.
They were, but it's the only thing they're winning right now. And it doesn't make them much because, one, it's a single player, and two, Smash payouts have always historically been really, really low. So FaZe is just not making any money, like, at all, even with signing the best player in the world, arguably. But I know what you mean. It's a gaming orb that's just,
I don't know the Smash world.
It's a gaming org that isn't doing well. All of this to say that they're just illustrating the fact that why it's such a risky move to go public, and why likely Reddit is trying to mitigate some of that risk with these API changes.
Last ditch effort.
Yeah, kind of. I need some water. I am so thirsty.
I've been drinking this Sprite, and at the start of this podcast, my food got here from DoorDash, and I haven't eaten it because I don't want to eat and be in the fucking mic. So it's just been sitting here smelling absolutely delicious, and I can't fucking wait to eat it after this.
Wait, you mean it's unprofessional to reach into your bag of food and eat live on stream? This is news to me.
Are those mangoes?
They are tamarind bites with chili powder. You want one?
Nom 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 nom.
There we go.
My girlfriend is now feeding me fries.
Nice.
All right. Anyways, any final thoughts on the whole Reddit situation? I think we've kind of talked about most of what's going on, given our thoughts. I don't really think there's too much to go into until they kind of, I guess, we'll get some news when they go public, or we'll see how this kind of blackout plays out. But do you have any final thoughts on just Reddit as a whole?
I like Reddit, but I could live without it, I think, is my final say on it. If Reddit ceases to exist, it'll take some adjusting, but I will eventually find other avenues for my niche interests for pretty much everything, because it's not like the you said it earlier, it's like pretty much 100% user generated. Like, everything on Reddit is user made, user run. Those people aren't going to disappear if the website disappears. They're just going to end up moving somewhere else. So it's just a matter of finding out where they're going to move to. Probably Discord. I would place my money on Discord. That being said, if they are going to go public, if that info is correct, then fuck it, I'll invest. I'll drop some money into Reddit. Reddit stonks, They're gonna go crazy, you know.
By the dip.
Buy the dip, sell low, or buy low, sell high. I'm down for that. But that's more or less my thoughts on the whole Reddit thing. I think the blackout was always going to be very unimpactful. I think these type of like internet protests just don't do anything. There was something similar done, I want to say like a year ago, 2 years ago. Do you remember? It was called like a day off Twitch or something like that. I don't remember. But it was a bunch of like small streamers that were protesting against some site-wide changes on Twitch. And I want to be honest, I don't remember what the proposed changes were. Twitch has just been making dog shit decisions for the past like 2-3 years now, but it was something.
It's been like 7. It's been the last time they were good was back in like 2016. Ever since then, it's always been shit against the users. All their fucking rules. Yeah,
that was when Amazon bought out Twitch. Coincidence, huh? But the point I was trying to make is a bunch of small streamers did the same thing. They're like, I'm not gonna go live on this day to protest Twitch. And it's like, okay, that's not going to do anything. That's not going to accomplish anything. And sure enough, it didn't do anything. So I agree with some of the Redditors that were like, a lot of this blackout stuff was just very performative and just to make the mods of these subreddits feel like they did something without actually doing it. The exceptions, though, are the subreddits that are continuing the blackout. There's a handful of them. They have not come back online like a bunch of the other ones. They're going to remain private indefinitely until they're either like the controls are taken from them or hopefully they're able to reach some agreement with Reddit leadership. I think that's what they mean, you know, because it's like if you really want to make a change, a difference, you can't just like say like, okay, I'm gonna boycott this for like, you know, 2 days and then just go right back to using it. You know, that's not going to change anything. You have to completely rid yourself of the thing for there to be any meaningful change. And a lot of people couldn't do that. So there are people that were upset that it was just basically a big old inconvenience for nothing gained. And I do kind of agree with that sentiment. Again, though, if Reddit goes under, I'm not going to really shed a tear. I will miss, though, shout outs to one subreddit in particular, and this might be one that's a little harder to replace. It'll be on Discord, but it just won't be the same. But that's the Build a PC Sales subreddit. Oh man, one of my favorites. If you're ever looking to buying or building your own PC, that is probably one of the best subreddits I could ever recommend. Its entire purpose is for users to post whenever there are PCs or PC parts that go on sale. That's what it is. And they on Reddit, you can use these things called flares, which help like categorize different posts. So what you can do is you can go onto this subreddit, right? Build a PC sales and filter by GPU, CPU, motherboard, whatever. And you will just see a bunch of posts of different computer parts for the one you're looking for from different websites and different manufacturers, but they're all on sale. It's what I use to build my PC. And when I built it like 5 years ago, I built the equivalent of like a $1,500 PC, but I only ended up paying maybe about $1,100. I saved like $400 basically, just using that subreddit and buying the parts when they were on sale, just checking that subreddit every day until a part I needed went on sale. It was great. It was amazing. It's called Build a PC Sales, just one word. That might be one, if Reddit does die, if it ceases to exist, that might be one of the subreddits I miss the most, just because it's so serious. I just used it like not too long ago. I mentioned at the beginning of the stream that I was having RAM issues with my PC recently, and I actually used that website to get a coupon to save a little bit of money on some RAM I'm going to buy from Micro Center later. So, you know, it's just great because you don't hear about these things, but these Redditors on that subreddit at least are very devoted to their craft, and so they'll deep dive. They'll do the deep diving for you, and so all you have to do is visit the subreddit for a really easy and convenient way to save. Just to clarify money
for our users out there, it's Build a PC Sale.
Sales, yes, sales plural.
Sales.
Yeah, Build a PC Sales. I'll type it in the hold on, and then it should show up on the screen for at least the YouTube viewers.
For our listening viewers, again, it's Build a PC Sales. Not sponsored, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not sponsored. I wish. I don't know. Dude, has there ever been a subreddit sponsor? Today's video is sponsored by r/anime titties. Is that a thing?
Yeah, probably.
Shut that up.
No, don't look it up. Don't look it up. You're already on a watch list.
I mean, well, if I'm already on a watch list, then like I have nothing to lose. Quick.
While Basoda's looking up anime titties, I guess my final thoughts on the whole thing are, like I said already, I'm not much of a Reddit user, so I really could care more or less. But what I am very, very curious about is what will happen if Reddit were to go down. I'm curious if something new would pop up. Oh, stop it. I see your face. I'm curious if something new would pop up that would kind of take over and grow just in a better, more modern sense. Or if kind of like you said, Discord or something else that already exists just skyrockets. Right? Mm-hmm. Because if something that already exists skyrockets, say Discord, whatever. Say fucking, let's say 25,000, 30,000 new users from Reddit that did not have Discord accounts. Just all sign up like within the first day or two that Reddit goes down. I already can imagine like the Discord server issues and the crashes and whatever else could possibly come for anything really. If you throw that many brand new users, I feel like all at once, like it's not easy to process at all.
Yes, it'd be one hell of an exodus if Reddit were to go down. But you're right. You're right.
So I guess that's where I'm at. I'm really not caring too much about it. Whatever happens. I'll kind of keep an eye out, see what happens, if it goes public, if it crashes and burns. But I want to see where those hardcore Redditors that are life or death apparently for those 2 days that it was down, like where they go, what happens with that. So that's where I'm at.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I can see that for sure. Okay. I think we've both summed up our thoughts real quickly. And I think you would be unsurprised to find out that, yeah, r/anime titties is a real subreddit.
Nope, not surprised.
the top post that I'm seeing right now is X-ray phone camera, and all I'm gonna say is it features Ganyu from Genshin Impact. So have fun with that one, Redditors. Before we sign off, I wanna test something with you, because you said you don't really use Reddit, so you're not as familiar with everything. What I want to do is I want to see. What I want you to do is I want you to come up with like a topic or a niche interest, or literally just string some words together, and I want to test to see if that subreddit exists or not.
Natural animal live birth.
Okay.
I just wanted to give you something raunchy to look at. Not gonna lie.
Okay, let's see what comes up on the old Reddit search.
Oh no. I'm sorry, Basoda.
So not quite animal birth, but I guess I guess humans are animals, so.
Oh god.
Yeah. Oh man. So there's that. What else? Give me more.
More? Oh god. I thought it was just a one and done.
Give me something you think there isn't a subreddit for.
That I think there isn't a subreddit for?
Yeah.
Fuck.
What's something super niche?
Textures of rocks. I don't fucking know. If there's a subreddit for that, I don't fucking know.
r/geology. Oh, there's one here that's r/terrain, and it's like, yeah, and it's like photos of different terrain textures and stuff like that. So wastelands, terrain cluster test, waterfall on a modular
just search
board.
holes.
Holes? Oh, they're probably Holes. There probably
Holes.
is
I'm
one.
Curious. I'm just curious.
There probably is one. It might be about like the book / Shia LaBeouf movie, you know?
I hope not. I just want pictures of holes in the ground.
Oh, that might be great. R/plot holes.
Oh, no holes?
What are holes? There it
Did I
is.
find
R/
one?
slash
God,
holes. R/holes.
All right, what's in it?
I can't. The subreddit. Oh no, it is about the 1998 novel and 2003 Shia LaBeouf movie Holes.
Okay,
but it
so
exists.
there's not one about holes in the ground. I win.
Oh well, no. Well, no, because one of the top posts on the front page is, here's a picture of this big ass hole I dug with my bare hands today. Enjoy. So, I mean,
That's quality content right there. That's S
yeah,
tier.
look, it's great. It's great. So I guess maybe not the subreddit itself, but the content of it is what you were looking for. So that's what matters. All right, one more.
Okay. What the heck? I was gonna do a fan request here.
Okay, do it.
Femboy gamer pilots that want to be nail techs. Just search this. I'll type it for you. Femboy
Okay,
gamer pilots nail tech. Do it.
I'm ashamed to admit that I know for a fact there is a femboy subreddit. I don't know about femboy gamer pilots though.
Guys, we don't. Basoto's getting called out right now on his subreddit searches.
r/femboy, r/feminine boy, r/twitch femboys, r/mild femboys, r/femboy hispanos, r/teen femboy. I should stay far from that one. r/ what else? Femboy
hold
fashion. r/
one of my favorite things ever.
r/plump femboys.
No. I want you to search something up. And
What?
if this isn't just pictures of all different kinds, I'm gonna be upset.
What is
Just
it?
search cheese. Cheese. I just want loads and loads of pictures of cheese. Cheese is so fucking good.
No, it's giving me a bunch of r/food. No, give me cheese. Give me
just like
the
cheese.
cheese subreddit.
Ugh.
I'm seeing r/grilled cheese. Is there not? Oh, there it is. Similar subreddits to r/cheese. Let me find the original one. But that's what I mean. It's like if you don't have enough cheese, there's r/cheese. There it is. r/cheese, baby. Oh, I can't see it. It's part of the Reddit Blackout. It's
No,
part of
not
the
the
Reddit
cheese.
Blackout. Not the
Not the
cheese.
cheese.
They took the cheese from us. No.
I'm upset now.
Oh. Yeah, this Blackout fucking sucks, man. Never mind. I changed my stance on the whole thing. The last hour and 16 minutes of debating doesn't matter. We lost the cheese.
Not the cheese. I'm upset.
Damn.
Now I have to go to Google. Whatever will I do?
Now you'll have to go to the official cheese Discord. All right. Well, there you go. I think that more or less proved the point that they're pretty much anything you would want to discuss. You can find a subreddit about it somewhere on Reddit, and therefore you could find equally minded people who are just as passionate about it, like cheese. Like cheese.
So if you're going to look up, find some anime body pillars, just go to Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just said pillars.
You said pillars. Pillars.
Hello.
Hey, man, brother. My son bought one of them anime pillars the other day. Should I be concerned? This is a post on r/Southern Dads.
Anyway,
Is that a thing? Wait.
Oh no. I keep trying to do the wrap up, but Basota's addicted. He's falling down the Reddit rabbit hole.
It's so fun.
He's falling down the Reddit rabbit hole. God, that's actually kind of hard to say really fast.
Reddit rabbit hole. 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 Give me $5.
You just said Retta.
Whatever. Oh man.
What are you even looking up?
I looked up Reddit Southern Dads, and the first one is Southern Redditors. What did my dad say wrong? And oops.
Whoops. All right.
There's
Today.
there's a no word in this post, so I don't think I can relay it to you.
Yep, you're fired.
All right. We're definitely getting off topic. We should go ahead and wrap it up before I start searching up femboys again.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. To all of our chatters and chats, thank you for swinging by, hanging out. We appreciate you. YouTube watchers, we appreciate you as well. And to anyone listening on Spotify, we obviously appreciate you. We will see you guys next Wednesday, 9:30, somewhere around that time, PST.
Yeah, thank you for watching live or watching the YouTube or listening on Spotify. Thank you very much.
Bye, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye, everybody. See ya.